Hi, everyone. Welcome to DevRelCon Yokohama 2023 speaker session. DevRelCon Yokohama 2023 is held on March 10th and 11th. I'm Taro Kawashita, working Sony as software engineer and today's host. In this interview, we'd like to know web about one of amazing speaker, Julia Biro from Infobip. Talk title is Maslow's Pyramid of Developer Needs. Maslow is a very famous psychologist, and this Maslow pyramid is already we know. But yes, I'm very interested in what is the relationship with Maslow's pyramid or developer needs. So we'd like to know to using the interview session from the Julia Biro. Okay, all right. Please welcome Julia Biro-san. Hi.
Hi everyone, hi Dara. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, good evening. Where do you base on?
I am based in the UK.
Okay, good evening. Thank you for joining this interview session. Purpose of this session for for the audience to know you and your presentation. For more people to be interested in your session to develop Yokohama 2023. Okay, at first, could you please talk about yourself? And please talk about not only your business, but also your community activity and any interest about the sports and the life and the something. Yes, we'd like to know about you and for audience. Please.
Of course, thank you. Um, well, let me start with work. I lead developer relations over at Infobip. We are a cloud communications platform. And actually, I started doing DevRel a while back. And that's a tie into my community work as well. Because back in 2017, I was trying to get into DevRel. And my partner at the time was just starting his first role in DevRel. So as we were learning about all things developer relations, what skills we need, how to get better, we actually started a newsletter, which today is Developer Avocados Weekly. Um, and then I carried on to get my first internship and then a series of DevRel jobs, first within one company and then moving over to Infobip. And I was fortunate enough to go through, I would say, most phases of developer relations. So I've done community work, I've done developer education, developer advocacy, and then at Infobip, I actually came in as a developer advocate, but then I took on a manager role, and I've been then promoted to lead the department. And yeah, so I am very grateful for all the journey. Whenever that's not happening and I'm not flying somewhere for work, I actually do like traveling as well. So I carry on flying even in my spare time. And as for sports, I'm the kind of person who picks up a hobby every couple of weeks. Doesn't necessarily pursue it for a long time, but I always enjoy trying new things. For example, 2 weeks ago, I started to learn snowboarding. Turns out you can do that in the UK. It's an indoor facility, very interesting. And I'm hoping to try the real deal in Japan when I get there.
Okay, thank you very much. Interesting. Yes, our developed people have the many tourists or business trip we have. But sorry for I don't have been visited the UK. And have you visited Yokohama or Tokyo or somewhere in Japan?
Actually,
Mm.
as part of my previous role, I was living in Tokyo for a month.
Oh, really?
Um, Unfortunately, I haven't moved around a lot because it was full working days, but I
Mm,
did enjoy
mm,
my time there and just
mm,
getting out and walking around,
mm,
which was great. It was end of the year, December,
mm,
so that was lovely. Now I'm looking forward to see even more of it. And then I haven't quite made it to Yokohama before,
mm,
but this time, purposefully, I selected a hotel in Yokohama because I want to give it a proper tour, just taking as much of it as I can.
Oh, great. Already you know the Japan and Yokohama. Thank you very much. Okay, next is for your presentation. And why do you submit your presentation?
So why did I submit it? Well, I was very much looking forward to go to DevRelCon Japan because I've heard great things about it, but I never made it to the actual event, and I always wanted to attend. So this time I figured I might as well submit a session, and I'm very happy to have been accepted. So thank you. Um, and it was the end of the year, so I was also doing a bit of end of the year review, reflecting on what we've been doing throughout the year, just about starting planning for the next one. So I had quite a lot of ideas floating around my head, and it was a happy coincidence of a conference where I really wanted to go and an idea coming up that I could hopefully speak about.
Yes, okay, so, in DevRelCon Yokohama, while the pandemic, we set up to the online event for DevRelCon Tokyo. But in this Yokohama event, we set up to the in-person meeting. Yes, so I'm very looking forward to meeting you and the other speaker and the other attendee and you.
I'm very much looking forward to meeting you in
Mm,
person as well.
mm,
And I'm so glad that DevRelCon Yokohama is back in
mm,
person and we get to connect with fellow
mm,
DevRel people again in person.
mm. Yes, so thank you very much. And what do you have the motivation for this session?
Well, my motivation is mainly to get it right for my team and myself as well. So just a bit of a background story without giving the whole talk away is I'm aiming to build up a pyramid of needs quite similar to Maslow's pyramid of needs. So, most important things at the foundations, and then carrying on upwards until we complete the picture, just for developers and the developer community around your product. And this is something that came up as end of the year reflection planning for the next year, and I really wanted to dive deep into this and see where we are at. So I would like to take this into my talk and present it and see how I went about it. Now, DevRel isn't really a recipe book where you can read instructions and apply it to every single program, because every single product, every single program is different. But hopefully someone will find it valuable to see how I thought through the problem and how I see this pyramid of developer needs for our community.
Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, it is very interesting in the your title.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, and next is what do you have the much expectation for DevRelCon Yokohama 2023?
Ooh, what expectation I have.
Mm.
Uh,
In
well,
person, as food, the
it's
location.
good people, it's in
Mm,
person, there's
mm,
good food, and it's Japan. So I expect it to be amazing, and I'm sure it will be.
mm, mm,
Um, and I'm just looking forward to learn more from my fellow DevRel
mm,
colleagues and people in the space. Um,
mm,
and I'm very much excited to be able to go to an in-person conference and be able to have those
mm,
one-to-one conversations or one-to-many, but also just absorb all that knowledge
mm,
and start of the year in a positive way,
mm,
with all those ideas shared and
mm.
the takeaways I can gather from them.
Yes, thank you very much. Do you have the plan to visiting in Tokyo? Visiting in Japan? Of course, so you meet with your customer and set up a meeting, or uh, where do you visiting the other city in Japan? Where is visiting?
Um, so if I'm visiting any other parts of Japan this time,
Yes, so
so I'm going to move a bit closer to Tokyo city center, and I'm quite possibly going to stay there because on the 13th we are actually organizing a meetup. I don't think we've announced it yet, so surprise. um, and you all will be invited, of course. So I will be spending a couple of days in Tokyo, and before the conference, I'm planning to go snowboarding in the mountains. So um, that might be in the Nozawa direction.
Okay, great. And this is the final question. And could you please tell us a message for DevRelCon Yokohama 2023 attendees?
Of course. You're in a good place because you are attending the conference. And just don't be afraid to walk up to people and ask questions, share your opinion, just get into conversations. We are a friendly bunch. Um, and the best part of the conference, it's always the hallway track. It's always talking to people. And usually at the DevRelCons, there's just so much knowledge that it would be a shame if you wouldn't take advantage of it. So just feel free to approach anyone. Don't be afraid.
Okay, thank you very much. And okay, interview is ended. So thank you very much, Julia.
Thank you so much for
Bye. Thank
having me.
you. Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for listening to this speaker session. And again, DevRelCon Yokohama 2023 is held on March 10th and the 11th, 2 days event. Ticket is now available. Don't miss it. And thank you again. We are looking forward to meeting you and Julia Biro. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.